And this is the Medicom hat.
It's
a pretty good hat.
It's a pretty good hat.
It's a pretty good hat. And look at that. That's it. What up, Random Gang? Today we have something special. What?
Yes, what? Another Woody head added to the roster, huh?
We do have another Woody head. Could potentially be, maybe, my favorite Woody head.
Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Okay.
We need to talk about it.
Okay.
This is by Double Design T.
Double T Design?
Double T Design
Something
Inc.
like that. I think the gentleman's name is Zach. He's on Etsy.
Yeah. Yep. And he's also on Instagram.
Okay, so he made this, huh?
Yeah, he made this.
With the
and
hands.
With the hands. It does come with some hands.
Cool.
And we want to talk about it, especially since there's been a bit of a mix-up when it comes to heads. We have a bit of a niche to fill here.
Yep.
We got Luminous, we got Double T, and I think those are the main people competing for heads right now. Is Seeds making heads?
Not anymore. It doesn't seem like it.
Really?
We already have the seeds, so
But there's
can
no
never
more
sell them.
Seeds.
I don't know if he's still selling them or not.
All right.
Then you can never sell that.
So this could be the next head, and here it is. I'm going to give a couple pieces of feedback. Here it is. There's the head.
This is just a prototype, though, correct?
This is a prototype.
Or is this officially released?
This is a prototype.
Okay.
So he's asking for our feedback,
Okay.
constructive criticism. And there's some things I really like about this. I want to go, and then I'm going
It's
to...
hard to judge prototypes, though,
Yeah.
because since it's a prototype, there are going to be faults, you know?
True.
I mean, it's going to vary from the final product.
But this is why it's perfect, because this is prototype, and he wants our constructive criticism
Okay.
to implement into the official version 1 release. So I want to give a couple of my feedbacks on this.
Take it away.
First of all, I think one of the pros, look at this. Look at this sculpt. Two things. The sculpt itself, nice. The size,
You like the size?
very nice.
I'm going to have to compare it to some other heads here in a little bit.
We are going to.
see the size.
The third thing, the colors of the hair, beautiful. Look at that. You got the
color of the
reds,
hair or the strands of the hair?
all of it.
Okay.
The hair itself has the reds. It's the brown. It's got
It's a
the
brown
reds.
red.
This has got that, like, I don't know what that is. The amber, kind of like an orangey.
Orangey, light brown.
Yeah, very good. I think the colors of the hair are great. I think the head sculpt is great. I think the details, if you look closely, we have the little lines in the eyebrows. That's a nice touch that not many people put in their Woody
They
heads.
don't. No.
Yeah. So we got some really good thing. I think the foundation of this is excellent. Now, where I'm thinking, we have a few bits of criticism. And this is going to be a great head. I have a great feeling about this head. The skin tone.
Skin tone needs to be touched up a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's a little dark. And in my opinion, I think the main reason for that is the base of this is gray. And I think if he wants to make the base gray, he might need, per Zetabu's, what's it called? Advice. Maybe a white primer, so that you don't have to use so much skin tone to mask the gray. Or maybe just making the base color a peach, a light peach.
Light peach.
So you just, and then with the color, there's completely absent any kind of blush.
I
Woody,
noticed that, yep.
yeah, Woody does need.
Need some little touch of blush on there.
He needs just a little touch of blush. Lighter skin tone, touch of blush, and then you don't have to go so dark on the mouth, which is not bad. I think I like the mouth.
I like the mouth looks really nice, actually. We got some red in there, some nice blush right in the, the crevice there with his mouth. I think that looks nice. It's not too...
It's not bad. It's actually, I think it's really good.
I think it's a good sizing between the mouths as well, because we've seen some that we'll maybe look at today
We're going to look at it.
that aren't,
Yeah.
very lined up correctly.
And my last, and I'm going to give it to Nick after this, and then we'll do comparisons in a bit. My last piece of constructive criticism, Double T Designs, I think you did a great job, by the way. My last piece is the eyes look a little close together. Woody, he's not so much looking at you, he's more looking past you. He's got a very blank stare. He's a
Exactly.
You're right. He's got like this almost creepy. Blank stare. He's looking past you. He's not really looking at you. And I think these need to be centered in the eyeball and then be done. Otherwise, we're on to something here.
We're on to something.
What do you think, buddy? Take it away.
The first time holding it, perfect weight.
It's a good weight.
The weight is perfect because I tried printing a head as well with resin and did not turn out very well. But seeing
kinda
this
like
in
the
person
head
here, you like the
I
big weight.
like the freaking.
He likes the weighted head. Should I put it on?
No, you're good. You're good. We already got the close up.
Okay. I don't know if this is just because it's the prototype with the decals. These are the water slide, right?
Yeah, water
The
slide.
water slide on the eyes. I would say they need to be more centered because it's kind of a cross-eyed situation going on there. And it seems like the decal is kind of sloppily put on here, respectfully. But it's a prototype, so maybe he just wanted to throw it on for the idea of it to look like. But it kind of looks a little crumbled there on the sides. It's not a perfect circle. A
little bit.
So it looks like he may have took a few attempts to try to put it on there.
He did put a nice gloss on the eye, though.
Yes,
That's nice.
I do like the nice white gloss.
Yeah.
It kind of makes it stand out. That's nice. And what else do we got here? The strands from the sides here, from the skin tone and the hair there, I'd say can be a little bit neater. But for the most part, most of it there is a perfect line. You can kind of see where there's no little like grooves.
Yeah.
It's more, should aim for more of a straight line, right? Because there's some of that going on, but that's just, prototype, I'd say. This is more of just getting it out there and seeing what we can do with it first. But I also agree with you, the skin tone does need to be a little lighter. We're going to compare this head here in a little bit to a bunch of other heads in the past, that other customizers and officially licensed ones.
True.
And we're going to find out what the best skin tone is. I'd say the hair strands are really good. I'm not a huge insider there with the lines on because he has a hat on anyway. So it's I'm not going to really care about paying attention to that. But the brown is really nice, I'd say. And I do like the big hole there and about the hollowness.
Yes.
It's very nice.
This will
Makes
fit
it very lightweight.
It'll fit a Thinkway Woody quite well with how he has that little gap. So you can put a little, what do they call that? Zip tie. Thank you.
Yes. And you don't see any 3D printing lines on this. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming it was the 3D printer. It's really nice. There's no
The
lines
paint,
going
honestly,
on.
the paint application, let's talk about that.
The paint app.
Smooth.
Very smooth. It's
Very
smooth.
good. There's no streaks.
Exactly.
Very
no
well
streaks.
painted. Very well painted.
That's awesome. So those are just my things about it. I do like the eyebrows with the lines going through it. I think that's really nice. But yeah we're almost there.
We're
Getting
right
close.
there.
We're right
Very
there.
minor. I would give this, in my personal opinion, before we compare, I'd give this an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
8 out of 10?
Pretty good
What
for
do
a
you think?
prototype.
8 seems about right.
This is great. For a prototype, this is a really great
You're really
starting point.
cooking with something if this is a
it's almost
prototype,
there.
And another thing, this will lead into our comparison.
Yes.
That I absolutely love about this, and it drives me absolutely freaking crazy. It is Thinkway size.
Is it?
It is. Let's check this out.
Okay.
This first head comparison.
Let's see.
This is a soft and huggable, and they are comparable sizes. You see that?
That's just about right, yeah. Wow.
Look at that. I am so sick of people making woody heads that are slightly big just because the Thinkway body is a little bit frumpy. Okay, make it the normal size, and if you got to customize your Thinkway body, then customize the Thinkway body, but don't give us a giant woody head that when we put it on our beautifully perfect Metacom bodies, it's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay? This is one thing I love. This is our
Very good size.
very, very good size.
I'd say, yeah, almost exact. The soft, huggable right here.
It's a really good comparison to soft and huggable. If it's bigger, which I can't really tell that it is, I'd say it's
The chin does seem more defined on this. This seems more accurate, the prototype compared to this chin. I don't know what it is, but this seems a little more bleh.
Yeah, the chin on this seems a little bit, so you're saying not as defined?
It's not as sharp, I should
Yeah.
say.
Here,
But I
hold
think
this.
Woody has more of a sharp face.
I do agree. This
but not
is
too sharp, you know?
not too sharp. Here's an example of a head that's just way too flippin' big.
Oh, boy.
We got ourselves the Preston head, the infamous, now infamous Preston head. And I mean, just look at the difference of these colors. I mean, what is that? What is that? That is not even
some
close.
Black strands, some, I don't even know what color that is.
It's almost like a peachish gray.
Peach grayish.
I don't know. Not even close. He was getting there, and maybe
The eyes look sunken in. I don't know. These are a separate piece then, it seems like.
Yeah, they are a separate
They're
piece.
sunken in.
Which does make it easy to color, so I mean, not a bad deal there.
Yeah, but they just need to be shoved in a little more.
If you notice, I have to give a little bit of credit to Preston here. He did have like a peach lip that I think would really look great on this head if you give him a peach.
That's right. There was some skin tone on his bottom lip.
Yeah, if you gave this head here a little bit of a peach lip and a little bit of blush and a lighter skin tone, and then the eyes that look like they're looking past you, not at you,
Yeah.
I think we're cooking.
I think we're cooking.
I think
we got it.
I think we got it. Here, hold this for me, buddy. We got another
Hold
head.
the double.
And we want to. Now here is the many people.
It's favorites. That's the one. That's the one I have.
Yeah.
Pretty much that was the first mass-produced, film-accurate custom Woody head. I'd say. Past soft and huggable. Everyone's like, oh, see, Toy's head. But now that everyone else has joined the bandwagon here,
I agree.
and with the heads, you know, this is a classic.
It is. You know, it's probably the most quality. You can actually like squish it. It's actually got the squish thing going on.
It seems like it was made in a factory. It really does.
It really does. And another thing to add here, the color. Let's turn this guy around. As you can see, the color match is very close. I mean, this doesn't even come close at all. What is that?
Get that out of here.
Get that out of here. This right here, we're getting good. We're getting good. I honestly think this color might be a little bit more accurate, in my opinion.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
But the lines here, it
lines are
seems
cheap.
like
These are perfect lines.
These don't look like they were hand drawn.
Yeah, these are perfect
Those
lines.
look like they're like decals almost.
The skin tone, let's turn this around. This is the skin tone. That's about right.
See, Toy skin tone's nice.
That's about right. And if you could see, his eyes are looking a little bit more past you, not at you.
It seems like it. Yeah. The eyes there seem, they don't look lifeless. That's why I still use the head on for my Woody.
But here's what chaps my ass. I'm not gonna lie. What? You ready for this? Why is this head so humongous?
It's big.
It's a big head.
And heavy. I remember seeing it for the first time, putting it on my 2009 body, and it.
Yeah. Let's look at these. Let's look at the top of the heads of these three.
Oh,
right
so
here.
look, these three. Yes.
Yeah. Bring this. There you go. I don't know if you can see it well on camera. This guy's the biggest. These are very close. Now, I understand that the Thinkway body is huge. Even the Brazilian, the vest is great, but because it has to fit that giant voice box.
That's right, the voice box is what.
That's what does it, dude.
Yeah.
And this head is scaled bigger to fit that body, and I'm not a fan. I like the size of this a lot.
I really do too. It just needs to be that.
Right, if we can get this skin tone to this skin tone with the little peach lip, with the little blush, and then the eyes not so close.
Also, I don't think with the Seed Toys, I think the hair there is a little too glossy. It's very shiny, and when it hits light, I have to remember from Toy Story what his hair actually, looked like when light was reflecting on it, but I don't remember it being that shiny.
That's true, actually.
I think
Woody's hair is not very glossy.
I don't.
Just the eyes.
That's the thing. It's like making these Woody heads. It's like, how much gloss do I use? Do I use gloss? There's so many things that come in mind. So we respect all the customizers out there that even make these. It's very hard work. So
the gloss is not bad, but it is not as movie accurate. This is actually a little bit more matte.
Yes.
Yeah, the colors are great. I think the colors are fantastic on this. The browns have the red. This has a little bit more brown than red, but look at this. These are like...
Thinkway didn't even try with this. They're like, nah, whatever. You guys are getting your film-accurate smile, okay?
True.
With a raised eyebrow, so stop complaining.
But the browns are pretty identical.
Yeah.
Like, if you took this, added a little bit more brown like this, you get this. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
So that was the Seed Toys head.
That's the Seed Toys, whoops. Now let's compare it to our friends over at Medicom.
We're done with this one.
We're done with that one.
We're done with that.
Let's go this here.
Medicom.
We got
one of my favorite heads.
Now this one's a little dirty. It's got a little.
Yeah,
little
what happened
scuffy
there?
scuffs.
What happened there?
I don't know. I'm actually really upset about what happened to this. It's sitting in a drawer. The black felt from the bottom of the drawer leaked onto the head. Now this head's ruined. I was going to sell this. Now I can't.
Right.
But anyway,
This is the Gen 1 head, it looks like. Gen 3.
I don't know actually which head.
Don't know.
I'm not even
They're slightly different.
I'm not even going to.
We're going to have to compare the Gen 1.
Yeah. This is another good look at how the skin tone needs to be lighter. Now, again,
I think it's a little too pale on this one.
a little too pale.
A little too pale
too
compared
pale?
to the Seed Toys one. I think it's just a little ghostly white,
Okay.
in my opinion.
That's
I think the skin tone is almost there. Like it seems like the neck piece here is almost a different.
that's true.
Look at that. That is a different.
The neck piece has a little more peach in it.
It does. That's what we need for his face.
Yeah, it's a little more peach.
Little more.
I like the peach lips.
Yes, those are nice.
Maybe that could use a little. If we can lower the skin tone on this, get a little peach lip, that would look nice.
I think the distance between the mouth and the nose is also perfect. Check that out.
Look at that.
Great distance. Let's get the Preston head here. And I think one complaint we had with the Preston hair was the distance between. It seemed there's just something with that face. What was it? What was it, toy dealer? You know?
Oh, yeah.
It's a little too low. The
I feel like
chin's a little off.
one of these, maybe it's the chin that was throwing it off this entire time.
Yeah, I think he.
Because
I think
this
he
is
shaved
around the
his chin.
same distance, it feels like.
He might have shaved off his chin a little bit,
That may have been, that looks kind of likes it.
especially when you look at this one.
That may be what the thing is.
Let us know in the comments what you think the main difference is and why this one sticks out like a sore thumb on the mouth.
Yeah.
Is it too low? Is the chin too shaved off? What is
it about that head?
What is it about that head?
It really is that Preston head.
Yeah, that Preston head. Now, if we look at the back, look at this. We are coming, once again, very close to the color of these lines. This is not even close.
Again, get that out of here.
Get out of here right now. You're just automatically.
I do like these. See, this isn't too glossy, you see? Like, you can still see some reflection going on with the Metacom head,
still pretty
but it's
matte.
not that glossy.
It's still pretty matte.
Yeah.
Very matte.
I've always liked that head, you know? It's really nice. It's just the skin tone needs to more match the neck piece.
Yeah.
Because it is a little too white, I feel like.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if we look at the hands, now I know that we haven't really talked, we've been talking about the head,
Yes,
and we did some great comparisons.
we did.
But if we look at these hands and how absolutely perfect these hands are, look at that. Woody, he has like these flat top fingers.
Does he have flap top fingers?
He does have flat top
Didn't
fingers.
notice that.
Yeah, these are some of the best, well proportioned, in my opinion, Woody hands I have seen. And if we can match the skin tones to something a little lighter, these are the most perfect hands, in my opinion.
Okay.
What do you think about these hands?
Let me feel them.
Take
I didn't realize they were chopped off like that.
Yeah, they do. Woody's fingers are very flat.
I'd say I have zero complaints with this. This does seem like a perfect hand.
Yes.
Do you have a comparison to another hand, maybe?
I kind of do. Let me see. Here we have my pristine favorite Gen 1
Yes.
custom Metacom Woody Ragdoll. Let's look at these hands.
Were these the Preston hands?
These are
The
seed hands.
Okay. Yeah. Like, these are a little too thin, it feels like. And I feel like Woody did have thicker fingers.
I think he does.
So, I have no complaints with this.
Yeah, we just need the skin tone
Just
to be a little
get
closer
the
to
skin
this.
tone,
Yeah,
that's
skin
right.
tone.
Just the skin tone.
So,
Very nice.
very good. Double T Designs. Let's give our final thoughts here. I'm going to put this back. Let's give our final thoughts. Here's Woody. Beautiful Woody, by the way.
Beautiful, beautiful. Final thoughts, huh?
Yeah, let's.
Again, you said it all perfectly. I think I would give this an 8.5. Still needs some work, but that work is very doable, I would say. Very doable.
Considering that this is the prototype,
And it's
Double T,
already pretty good.
it's pretty good. I mean, if you saw the first version of Preston's head, this is light years ahead of that.
Light years, no pun intended.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And this is the prototype. So, with a couple extra tweaks, Double T Designs, we love this head.
Yes.
It's priced right now, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the thing.
Let's hear the price.
It's believe it's $250. It's a little steep. It's a little steep.
Might be a little steep.
It's a little steep in my opinion. Now listen, if we can get those tweaks with the colors, in my opinion. I think if we can make this 180 or less,
Yes, around that price, I think would be.
I think this would be a great buy. And I mean, it would be like a superb no-brainer buy.
Yeah.
But if he does keep it at the 200 that it's at now, but he fixes some of the little minor things, I think it would still be a good buy.
Yes.
I think it would still be a good buy.
Good.
Yeah. So that's our opinion. Double T Designs. Once again, thank you so much for this head. If you would like to purchase this head, which is a great head, version 2 coming. This is just a prototype.
This is prototype of version 1?
Yeah, this is a prototype of version 1.
Okay.
So he's going to have improvements. He's going to take our advice and he's going to implement it into the next version. So if you like how this looks now and are excited for what this is going to look in the future, go ahead and hit him up on Instagram or Etsy, Double T Designs, and he can get yourself an ordered version of this head, which I think is phenomenal. He's got some improvements coming. Hit him up on Instagram, message him to get some details on when that might be coming. But I love this head. I think it's the best that we have right now. We're considering
weight-wise, size-wise, we're there.
We're getting there. Yeah, we are there. So a couple little tweaks, Double T, my friend. But these hands, flawless. It's amazing. And let us know in the comments what you think about this head and what you thought about the
And what you guys would change, too. I'm curious about that.
That's great.
Yeah.
Let us know. What do you think about, what little minor tweaks would you make?
Something we missed, maybe, you know?
Yeah, if any at all.
If any.
If any at all. Yeah. We got the hat on there now. Let's get a little closer look. That's it.
That's Woody.
That is
the size. Don't do anything to the size, dude.
Dude,
the size is great.
So good. Look at that. If you look at Toy Story 1 especially, he does wear his hat a little bit crooked. And this is the Metacom hat. It's a pretty good hat.
That's a pretty good hat.
It's a pretty good hat. And look at that. That's it.
That's it. Doesn't need to be on there too tight. It's good.
Do not increase the size of this head. Don't decrease it, obviously.
Oh.
Just this size of this head is amazing.
Yeah.
And with the hat, I'm convinced. You take a couple little constructive criticism.
Yes.
Right? This is just the prototype.
Yes.
And you implement it to the next one, dude. Couple color corrections, maybe get a peach colored resin. Game over.
That's
and
it.
you know, maybe work on the price a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Little bit.
But that's a beautiful head. I want this head.
Yeah.
Especially when
I want it.
I need this head.
Especially with the weight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good weight.
It's good.
So once again, check that out. Look at that. Beautiful.
When I saw that, when I put it on the hat, like, we had to try it with the hat. That's Woody.
We almost didn't try it with the hat, and I'm glad we did.
Yeah, and it looks a lot better.
That's nice. Hit up Double T Designs. Let him know. Ask him some questions. He knows more than we do about when the next version is coming. This is the prototype. I think he did a great job. He's got a couple little tweaks.
Yes.
But he's got a lot right.
Yes.
So we'll see what the next version looks like.
See where it goes.
And with that, remember, a collector never stops collecting. We'll see you on the next video. Hey! Wasn't a freaking ball.
That was good.
That was a good one, dude.
That was a good one.